Hi everyone, welcome to another video with VoiceAIWrapper. This video is meant for folks who are exploring VoiceAIWrapper as a VoiceAI white label platform, or in case you've signed up for a free trial and you've done your onboarding and you've landed up on our dashboard. So I'll explain how the navigation works inside our system as of today. We keep on adding new features and functionalities, and as we keep on enhancing the product, I'll release updated navigation videos. So before we start, VoiceAIWrapper has two levels of navigation. So the first level is your account level navigation, where you see the account level controls. And after you connect your respective VoiceAI pods, now the VoiceAI pod, this is the first thing that you will do inside VoiceAIWrapper, which is select whichever provider you're using and add their API keys. Once you add this, you'll see a card like this appear. And when you go inside one of these cards, you then have the second level of navigation, which is the voice API provider specific controls, or the voice pod controls. Yeah, so we will just go back here, and there's a demo pod that we have created here for your reference. I strongly recommend you take a look at this. You click on enter pod, and this will have some data which you usually don't see when you set up your account for the first time. So you'll see how your pod dashboard is going to look like. You will also get to see how some of these functionalities work. So there are click-throughs, and you will also see how your campaign logs are going to look like, what kind of information you'll be able to see in call logs, and some sample analytics, right, related to these campaigns. So I'll go back to the main navigation. So once you're done setting up your voice API pods, the next step is to set up your client portal. This is where you can connect your domain, add branding, add a support widget for your client portal. You can also add custom pages. A simulation of your client portal automatically shows up on the right, and you can add multiple pages. We'll go into detail on this, but for now, you can customize the pages, the links that you want to add to your client portal. Also, you can send your clients to a thank you page after they've made a payment. Next up is client accounts. This is where you create client accounts, create logins for them to log into the client portal, and configure what type of assets you want the client accounts to have access to. Yeah. So creating a client account is pretty straightforward. You click on add client account and add user credentials. And I've already created one. So let me show you the configuration for one of the clients that I've created. There you go. I've named it AlphaCo. And inside this client account, I have given them access to these agents. I have given them access to the campaigns that I've created. And I've set up multiple controls for them, right? And once I add them, I get a summary of what has been created, and I just update the client configuration this way. The last step is to activate billing. Again, we'll do a detailed video, but VoiceAIWrapper has a payment integration option, so where you can connect your Stripe keys, and then after you connect your Stripe keys, you can create different product types. The products that you create here are then available to be associated to a client account. So you just head over to billing and click on assign to client. That way, when your client logs in, they will be asked to pay for the plan type that you've associated with them. So if you have created a voice pod, and let's say I've created a campaign inside the voice pod, I can create inbound or outbound campaigns, and I have synced my agents, right? There's a sync now button here, and I have synced phone numbers and other stuff that I've carried over from my voice provider. Now this is ready to be associated with a client account. So I have a similar client account that I had created for this video. And after you create the client account and you associate those features inside the client account, you can simulate what the client portal client experience looks like. They click on login as a user, and it'll load your client portal, which will look something like this, right? So based on what I've assigned to this client, I now see that I have a chat support widget inside the client account. Then there's a dashboard where the client can look at their billing, their usage. They can look at their billing summary. I've also added a FAQ page here. I have given them access to the campaign that I've created, the assistants that I've created, so on and so forth. Now, going back to VoiceAIWrapper, There's another feature inside our system called SaaS Creator. This again is another way of onboarding clients. This allows you to create pricing tables like this, and this can go very detailed. You have a lot of control on what you can add and how you design your pricing table. Once you're done with this, you can just take the embed code for this pricing table, put it in your site, or take the URL behind the CTA, put it in your site, and you can automatically onboard clients in a SaaS fashion, right? So everything from creation of their client accounts, creation of their user IDs, and everything becomes fully automated, and you are pretty much running your voice AI business in a SaaS mode. So this is what the navigation looks like. So the first step that I would recommend is to go to Voice AI Pod, set up your client portal, um, set up some campaigns, sync the assistants inside your voice pod, create client account, and log in as a client to see what the experience looks like. Moving forward, I will do detailed videos on each features, but I hope this helps you understand how the basic navigation works. Thank you.